Hello and welcome. What will you learn in this video? You will learn about the mistake I made during Corona after I retired from my job. I stopped the mistake. The one mistake that I made was to stop giving up reading books. And I realized that you need not only food for the body, but you need food for the mind. How many of us have given up a habit which has helped us to feel empowered and enriched? How many of you feel that during Corona you realize you made certain mistake? For example, not starting your retirement plan along with your working job, or not planning a reserve for an emergency. How many of you feel that somewhere your saving habits and investment habit differed? To put it in a nutshell, there are certain things that have to be done for a smooth retirement. I miscalculated my the age of when I will retire and when I will resign. I never thought of resignation until Corona came in. And this is where my miscalculation took place. Though I was earning well, I realized that whatever savings I had was not sufficient for the rapid change. And this rapid change did require constant upgrades, not only in knowledge, learning one new stream, and that was online. I When I was doing my degree, I did believe that online or learning computers was only for office goers, and that was the greatest mistake I made. Gravest mistake. And believe me, in 2021, when I was studying at the online, I realized that I have not made use of the opportunity available. How many of you feel you had the opportunity, but you feel you don't need it and you don't hone your skills? How many of you feel that? Like me, when I felt it difficult to get a mentor. And then I did. It was a vast opportunity. But yes, sometimes things don't go out according to your plan. You have to go slow and steady. And it happened to me. And I realized I had a lot to learn online, from social platforms to facing the camera, overcoming my um, thing to face the camera. That was one I got over, and it took me time. It took me time to analyze and revise what I was actually doing and why I was doing, to be clear with my why. How many of you feel sometimes you're not clear about your why? You have no clarity. All because you have not looked at the different options available. For example, when you say, how do you face a challenge? One is to face it head on. But to face it head on, you need to analyze the facts and figures. What is there before you and what is not there before you. And then you also have a challenge where you feel faced with a boulder, just tell you, and you look at it head on and you see the problem is huge. It's like a boulder before you. You cannot push it alone. You need a teamwork. You need a support, someone's support to help you push it aside. You also need to also realize you have the strength within you to overcome that challenge. How many of you feel sometimes when you're not able to face it head on, you can take help and work with others to either look at the option on your left or on your right and then go on to the other side? Otherwise, take time off to have a bird's eye view from the top and see people on the other side too are stuck. They want to move forward, and you too want to move forward. You want to reach out to them, and it is not possible because of this filter called a boulder. You have to move it aside, and that boulder is called the comfort zone. How many of us need to get over this comfort zone just to move on to the other side? Sometimes I do feel when I used to read books that grass is green on the other side, but the truth is, we have to work, weed out what we don't need to see that the grass is green on our side too. We have lots of weeds, self doubts, not believing in ourselves, and not even realizing that somewhere we're not trusting our own abilities. Does it happen to you sometimes? It all happens because of our inner voice, the voice within us. But who has given it permission that we believe what the voice is telling us? You cannot do it. Let's change the way we look at ourselves. First is to believe in ourselves and to give permission to accept that we are much more than what we are. We are capable of much more than what we are. And also to believe that we have a lot to contribute for what we have received all these years. Believe me, when you give out and share your experience, this is a great blessing not only to us, but it is for you to understand you're not alone in all this. It matters to you as much as it matters. It matters to you because you can see hope and change yourself by trusting yourself, believing in yourself, and knowing yourself better. They me for more. Thank you.